Hi, welcome back to You Are the Answer. In our last video about how much protein you need to consume, we determined that you should try to consume a 1-to-1 ratio, or 1 gram of protein for every pound of lean body weight. So if your targeted lean body weight is, say, 185 pounds, you should be eating about 185 grams of protein per day. For most athletes, eating up to your body weight in grams of protein every day can be a pretty difficult task, and that's especially if you've been under-consuming protein in the past, which most people tend to do. The trick is to A, break up your meal intake to more than 1 meal per day, say maybe 3 to 5 meals per day, and then B, get used to being a little full for the first week or two. Now, the question that always comes up is, what's the correct or ideal dosing rule as far as protein intake per meal in order to optimize the protein digestion as well as anabolic tissue repair and growth effects? Now, there's some studies that suggest that your body can only assimilate, say, between 20 and 30 grams of protein in a single meal, with meals spaced every hour or so, eating about 5 meals a day. Now, if that were true, then all of us would be consuming only about 100 to 150 grams of protein every day. Common sense dictates that a 220-pound hard-training lean male that's trying to gain muscle, or at least trying to maintain what he's got, would eventually start to lose muscle mass through inadequate protein intake. A while back, I read a really good book about the Lewis and Clark expedition, and something that really stuck with me from that book was what those guys were eating on a daily basis, especially in the first part of their trip. Now, they'd spend about 12 to 14 hours every day trying to row a humongous keel boat that weighed a ton, literally, up a river into a headwind, and then they'd eat at night, when they would consume an average of 9 pounds of buffalo meat per man. Now, obviously, here is some anecdotal evidence that a healthy, hard-working human body is capable of digesting and utilizing much more than 20 to 30 grams of protein in a given meal. Look, I appreciate science as much as anyone when it comes to nutrition and performance. Sometimes, though, real-world anecdotal results over extended periods of time with actual healthy strength athletes have more merit than the experiments that are performed in a lab with rats or elderly sick people or a small population of runners on a treadmill. Is there a limit to how much protein that you can consume in a given meal? Short answer, yes. Long answer, yes, but it varies depending upon your weight, your activity level, your natural ability to digest food, etc., etc. The fact is that there's no hard and fast rule about protein dosing throughout the day. The only true optimal time where protein really makes the most sense and it's most critical at a certain particular point is post-training within a 20 to 40 minute window, which a lot of you athletes out there are already aware of. There's some studies that indicate that your post-training meal should deliver about, say, 25 to 30% of your total daily protein intake in order to maximize recovery and anabolic effects. So a 200-pound athlete is going to need to consume around 50 to 60 grams of protein post-training. The remainder of the day can be split up in whatever way makes sense as far as your time and efficiency and convenience purposes go. Another key point is that protein is extremely satiating. It fills you up really quickly. So your body's going to tell you when you're done eating protein, believe me. So bottom line, don't worry about over-consuming protein in any given meal. Eat at the times that make sense for your schedule and plan your meals so that you're getting enough of the protein that you need to recover and rebuild from one day to the next. In our next video, we're going to show you how you can calculate the protein value per serving of your whole food protein sources and how you can break that up into meals throughout the day in order to help you to hit your daily target. For now, thanks for checking us out again. We'll see you next time.